In 2023, artificial intelligence started to ramp up in quantity on the internet. If you have been on the internet in 2023, you may have seen those terribly AI-generated videos, with the most famous one being Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
And now you have this. Yeah, very terrifying. The fact that this is AI generated is insane. I made a video talking about AI in the past, so we're back today to talk about AI and the things that has happened since my last video about AI. And oh boy, it has gotten wild since then. Now I want to talk about the most common theory that has been talked about on the internet, and that is the dead internet theory. The dead internet theory theorizes that the internet will be infested by bots and dominated by artificial intelligence. What supports this theory is that in social media comment sections, you would often see these bots commenting either about the video or just about something else. Usually these bots have generic usernames followed by a sequence of letters and numbers, or just a generic name when you view their channels. Sometimes you would see them commenting either random Gen Alpha slang or dissertation-ass comments like these. First of all, ain't no way I'm reading all of that. Now, not all comments are obviously bots. There are going to be real human accounts that look the same as these bot accounts, or it could just be a kid trying to type for the first time, which is why it gets a little difficult to spot these bot accounts or to verify if they're real or just bots. You can also say this is a result of a botted account. There are websites where you can buy artificial followers just to boost your relevancy, especially for YouTube, which goes against community guidelines. This happens to streamers more often, where there were streamers who were intentionally view botting, but then there is something that is called unintentional view botting.
First of all, here's the views versus peak concurrent viewers. Now, typically it takes a few hours for the views to catch up for what the actual number is. However, usually it does that over the course of the stream, and since I was streaming for a few hours, it would have gone up to probably around like 400, 500,000 views before it updated. So the fact that it's at 150 means that it wasn't calculating those bots as actual viewers on the back end.
Which sadly is a thing that happens to everyone on every platform, and there's no guaranteed solution other than reporting these accounts, but at that point you're just fighting an endless war. So yeah, maybe the dead internet theory is actually becoming a reality. While we're on the topic of the dead internet theory, let's talk about Google's new VO3 model. About a week ago, Google released their new VO3 model that is now available to generate stuff like this.
Welcome to a non-existent car show. Let's see some opinions.
I mean, man, the acceleration is crazy. You look far, step on the pedal, and you are there.
I feel safe with him in an SUV, and it seems to be like the right type of car for him.
Yes, every video I showed you was all AI generated using VO3, with voices and sound effects no less. If you have a very keen eye in detecting AI generations like me, you are able to tell that this is AI generated. But the fact that it's getting difficult to tell if it's AI or not is the scary part. It's amazing, don't get me wrong. I can see this helping many people and content creators like myself in creating videos, but you know that doesn't even matter since you have a lot of these who are seeing VO3 who would want to exploit its potential to the extreme. Recently, Charlie aka Moist Critical made a video about VO3, and what he showed might as well spend the end of content creation as we know it.
So this is how you start. You find a tree and you just punch it down.
With access to VO3 opening, people are able to generate some crazy videos now.
We already have a saturated section of AI slop on YouTube, and now we're about to have AI generated content creators. What are fans of these AI generated content creators gonna do when they wanna meet their favorite content creators? Find out that the creator looks nothing like the person in the videos, or AI generate a selfie with them? Isn't content creation all about making videos, building a community, and having a genuine connection with your audience? I understand VTubers, PNG tubers, and faceless YouTubers, and I also can understand YouTubers who use AI voices because they're not confident or their English is not perfect. Maybe they want to uphold their privacy and they want to keep to themselves, or they're just not even ready to show themselves yet. But this is not it. They want their bag and they want it right now. AI art was just a demo, and AI generated content creators is now the full game. As for the gameplay in these AI generated videos, it might either be stolen gameplay or they recorded it by themselves, and I hope it is the latter, and use the AI generated content creator like a VTuber to react to it. And for those who don't know, there is a VTuber by the name of Nero-sama who is very popular in the VTuber space, and she is completely AI, managed by a guy named Vidal. Don't ask me how that works. And the first one to have the idea of an AI generated content creator was Quebblecop, who got into massive controversy over trying to replace himself with an AI version of himself, and it did not look so good. He spent lots of time and money investing into his AI version, only for Google to step in and give everyone the ability to create an AI generated content creator. Yeah, I can hear him crying in the background, not gonna lie. Next up I want to talk about is Duolingo. Duolingo is the most popular app for learning languages. If you are planning to go to Japan and you wanted to learn Japanese for conveniency, you are gonna have to download Duolingo just to learn Japanese and go yoaimo on that crap, or go bankai shatatsukara shirigami no tsuji. Yeah, I'm never doing that again. And yes, I am learning Japanese, but not on Duolingo. Hell no. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's move on. So yeah, basically, if you wanted to learn a new language, Duolingo was just the app for you to learn until you leave it and forget that the app ever existed. But it's not that Duolingo is a learning language app why it is so popular. It is the fact that the company creates content on the internet that relates to the younger users is why it's so popular. You most likely have seen a video of the Duolingo mascot doing the Ashton Hall morning routine. But recently, an email from the company said that Duolingo is going AI first. In this document, they stated that the AI shift is similar to the mobile shift in 2012. And because they went mobile first and saw big success, they are doing the same with AI. They also had the nerve to say Duolingo will remain a company that cares deeply about its employees. This isn't about replacing duos with AI. It's about removing bottlenecks so we can do more with outstanding duos we already have. We want to focus on creative work and real problems, not repetitive tasks. We are going to support you with more training, mentorship, and tooling for AI in your functions. Yeah, that was the document released on LinkedIn, by the way, and you can already guess what happened next. Immediately when this document came out, people started to delete the app and their accounts started to lose followers on TikTok. Around 200k was lost on TikTok at the time of me recording. On top of that, they also released a hit piece on themselves. Okay. Look, no matter what your views are on AI is, not a lot of people are fond of the idea of AI replacing them in jobs. We already started seeing robots replace human jobs, and now it's happening with AI as well, which is why many people hate this, because the cost of living nowadays is already high and people need jobs that can help. Gen Z has to have it hard when it comes to job searching. By the time that they graduate, they have to get a job at McDonald's because they can't even get their dream job, man. But what these companies don't realize is that there are better alternatives than just them. For example, the better alternative I've been using to learn Japanese instead of Duolingo is Busuu. So yeah, to end off the video, AI can definitely be used in a more ethical way. Content creators can use AI images or AI videos to illustrate their points, or to use AI for gathering info. I actually used ChatGPT in one of my videos to gather info on 2B Hero X. As for the scripting, the editing, and the thumbnail, that was all done by my hand. And that is the more ethical way of using AI. You can also use it to generate some AI art for inspiration or just to sell as a portrait. And use AI voices to communicate to your audience if you aren't confident in your English, or you just want to wait until you're comfortable enough to talk to your audience with your real voice. And to give benefit of the doubt to these companies creating these AI models, they probably didn't know people would create AI slop or just AI porn to stretch their view for one session a night. AI is very helpful, don't get me wrong, but the way how some of these people are using AI is definitely not what's on the mind of a lot of these AI companies that make the AI models. Some of these companies want to make money by not having so many people working and paying them, and so they invest into their own AI models or AI technology, which will eventually lead to layoffs and less job opportunities, which is definitely going to hurt a lot of people in the future. So if that happens, just have a plan B so that it doesn't happen to you. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video today. Massive thanks to all of you for helping me reach 1K subscribers in 4 months. You guys are the absolute legends in this story. Click this video on screen if you like this one and want to watch more. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video whenever that is. Catch you later.